Hello, Karen and Curt. This is Jeff, the garage guy. I've been thinking about your garage and I've been working on it a little bit. And I'm having a little bit of designer's block, if you will, on what to do with your garage. I guess I'm just having a little bit of a tough time getting a full handle on what it is that you're looking for in the garage. So I decided to just throw some things in here and make what I'm going to call a conversation starter. So let's look at what I've done in the garage so far, and we can kind of work our way from here to decide what it is that you guys are looking for, and if I'm going down the right path or the wrong path, and maybe this will help inspire some ideas from both of our ends here. So let's begin with the front view. I haven't done anything with the stairs yet. I put them in here as gray. I'm not thrilled about the white and green as far as going well with any of the upgraded garage stuff we might do. But as of now, I've done nothing to the steps. So they're just there. What I mainly focused on so far was the cabinetry. You guys have a bunch of stuff that it looks like you could put away behind cabinets, but you also have some large items like the table saw and the generator and things like that. They have to be parked on the ground. So what I've decided to do is keep your cabinetry up off the ground, just to give you room to put those larger items. You have this large stem wall here anyway, and your garage is really generously sized. In other words, from the garage door to the side wall, you have a lot more space than most people. So that tells me that if you were to pull in two cars, I try to look at it that way, you could definitely put items along this wall and along this wall and still have room to open your car doors. So that's where I'm going with this. Now I want to give you another couple views of the garage. This is your left wall. And what I did was I put a gray pinstripe of store wall, like Shelly's garage. You can see you can hang a lot of different items. It's not just for yard tools. You can put baskets and things like that up here as well. So I thought that might be neat just to run across here. Even if you hang your umbrella by the door, basket full of garden gloves by the door, things like that. It's pretty neat. These cabinets on the left side of your garage towards the front, the size I made these was 30 inches wide by 24 inches deep, and I put 3 of those here. Right now I have them at 72 inches high. We might even be able to make them taller, but they'd be hard to get to. But I think this size here will clear, if the door swings open, it shouldn't hit the garage door rail. So that's basically what I focused on, was making the largest cabinets I can without hitting the garage door rail. Notice I got rid of the flat workbench here completely. So right as of now, we have no workbench over here, just storage. Put your tools away. There's plenty of room in these cabinets, as you can see by looking in the cabinets at my mom's house over there. I know we got the workbench here. The workbench doesn't get me too excited, the Craftsman workbench. Main reason is it takes up basically that whole wall area, but it doesn't truly give you a large counter like we could fit there. We could fit an 8-foot counter there. Right now it's probably 5 or 6 feet wide. So I was playing with the idea maybe of removing the top portion of that completely, the countertop and what's above that, and maybe just putting a larger counter on that cabinet system to give you more workspace. So the idea is you lose the workspace, but you gain a bunch of storage here. But I'd like to expand on the workspace here. And along the back wall, outside of that, I did the pinstripe of store wall. We could extend this door wall down to your new workbench if you like the idea of replacing the top half of that workbench. and you can hang a lot more tools there. So that's another idea. Let's take another look at the other side of the garage. Your windows are about the same height as these cabinets, and I know that table saw is probably taller than the space you have here. You could probably put your generator here, but you probably wouldn't be able to fit the table saw there. But you could, however, fit the table saw and a lot of other tall items here. So these cabinets here, what I made these was each of them 30 inches wide. I did 16 inches deep instead of 23 inches deep. So it's deep enough to put most tools away, most household items. That is a ton of storage there. But it's not so deep that it's encroaching on your space in the garage. And we could, play around. We could make some of these 23 or 24 inches deep. Could make some 16. We could make some 12. So, your input on what you might want to put away would probably help me quite a bit on this. I haven't really figured out what to do on the back walls here. Curt said, hey, if you come up with something to make that look cool, then go ahead and design something like that. I really haven't came up with anything. If it wasn't for the fact that we were going to probably tuck a refrigerator in here and there wasn't all this useful space back here, then I could design something really cool that would look flush against the wall but have a bunch of storage. But with the hot water heater being here and requiring access back to the left side of this one, I'm really limited on things I could do. My recommendation really is to kind of do what you're doing, but maybe we put some doors here to hide what you put back here too. There's a lot to be said for metal shelving that can be rolled out of the way for access to work on the hot water heater and things like that. So I really haven't come up with a good idea for that. If you have one, let me know. So anyway, that's my conversation starter. Take a look at it. Tell me what aspects you like, what you don't like, what I've missed. And we can just kind of let this evolve from here. You guys can call me if you want at 513-374-9344, or you can just simply reply to the email if you like to type things out, and let me know your comments. Also, I'm going to attach this email a printable version if you guys want to sketch on it or put notes on it, and send me that as well. So I look forward to hearing back, guys. Thanks.